welcome President Barack Obama and Governor Mitt Romney.
Ahoy there! Enemy ahoy!
What's up, Doc?
A rabbit? A rabbit!
Yes, a rabbit. Just who do you think you are?
Who am I? I'm Sam von Schmam the Hessian, that's who I am. And I've got you outnumbered 1-to-1. Surrender or die, rabbit.
Now, just a minute, von Schmam the Hessian. This happens to be me native soil, and I like it. In fact, I love it. And no Hessian oppression is gonna put me off in it. Now just try and take it.
And prepare to defend yourself, rabbit.
And I know he keeps saying, you wanted to take Detroit bankrupt. Well, the president took Detroit bankrupt. You took General Motors bankrupt. You took Chrysler bankrupt. So when you say that I wanted to take the auto industry bankrupt, you actually did. And I think it's important to know that that was a process that was necessary to get those companies back on their feet so they could start hiring more people. That was precisely what I recommended and ultimately what happened.
What Governor Romney said just isn't true. He wanted to take them into bankruptcy without providing them any way to stay open. And we would have lost 1 million jobs. When I hear Governor Romney say he's a big coal guy, I mean, keep in mind when you were governor of Massachusetts, you stood in front of a coal plant and pointed at it and said, "This plant kills," and took great pride in shutting it down. And now suddenly you're a big champion of coal. So what I've tried to do is be consistent.
Charge!
And that's what we're going to do in the next 4 years.
But that's not what you've done in the last 4 years. That's the problem. In the last 4 years, you cut permits and licenses on federal land and federal waters in half.
Not true, Governor Romney.
So how much did you cut them by?
Not true.
By how much did you cut them by then?
Governor, we have actually produced more oil.
No. How much did you cut licenses and permits on federal land and federal waters?
Governor Romney, here's what we did. There were a whole bunch of oil companies.
I had a question, and the question was, how much did you cut them by?
You want me to answer
How much did you cut them by?
I'm happy to answer the question.
All right, and it is?
Here's what happened.
You better say your prayers, you flea-bitten varmint. I'm gonna blow you to smithereens.
Your brother blows bubble gum.
You use it or you lose it.
Okay, now
and so what we did was take away those leases, and we are now reletting them so that we can actually make a profit.
And production on government lands is down.
No, it isn't.
Production on government land of oil is down 14%.
Governor,
and production on gas is down 9%.
It's just not true.
It's absolutely true. Look, there's no question but that people recognize that we have not produced more oil and gas on federal lands.
What you got the old cannonball, kid? Right down the old Groomer, old boy!
I don't think anyone really believes that you're a person who's going to be pushing for oil and gas and coal. You'll get your chance in a moment. I'm still speaking.
Well,
and the answer is, I don't believe people think that's the case because that wasn't a question.
Okay.
That was a statement.
Whether the Secretary of State, our UN ambassador, anybody on my team would play politics or mislead when we've lost 4 of our own, Governor, is offensive. That's not what we do. That's not what I do as president. That's not what I do as commander-in-chief.
Chinese investments and so forth.
Candy, hold on a second.
Mr. President, I'm still speaking.
I'm sorry.
Mr. President, why don't you let me finish? I'm going to continue.
Finish,
I'm going to
Governor
continue.
Romney. Governor Romney,
The president
if you
made
can make it short.
I've got to say.
Mr. President, have you looked at your pension?
You know, I don't look at my pension. It's not as big as yours, so it doesn't take as long.
Let me give you some. Let me give you some advice.
I don't check it that often.
Let me give you.
I'm a Hessian without no aggression. If you can't beat 'em, join 'em.